Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. I have a great workshop planned just for you, and we're going to talk about streaming services. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we can hop right into it. Now, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. My name is Abby. I'm the founder and CEO of Senior Savvy, and I started this company in 2018. It's truly the marriage of two things I love, all things tech, and helping older adults. And this topic today, streaming online, I will tell you in the past 2 years, it's become so popular because so many of us are really doing a lot more TV viewing and watching movies from home and entertaining ourselves from home rather than going out to the movies. So it's important that we talk about these options that are available to you. Anytime I do talk about an option, I do like to start at the very beginning. And I always like to ask my students, how many of you are using a Roku? You know, it's a really popular gift. You may still have it in the box. How many of you are Netflix subscribers? How many of you are using Prime Video? Are you an Amazon Prime member? Because you can use Prime Video. And are you still using a DVD player? That's both a positive and a negative. A positive because obviously you want to be able to watch your favorite movies that you have on DVD or Blu-ray. A negative because a lot of those DVD players are older and they will create issues for your newer system. More on that later. Today's outline is we're going to talk about streaming, what it is, what does it mean, some requirements for streaming, different ways you can stream, as well as the different services. Now, I love to take topics and break them down from the very beginning. And so with this topic, let's talk about streaming. What is it? So streaming is real time. It is a continuous flow of data that's delivered to your smart TV in data packets. And the difference between streaming and the download is that the streaming is happening continuously, whereas the download has to happen all at once in order for you to see the video. And when you're thinking about the two, I want you to think of the difference between a lake and a stream. Both of them contain water. The stream may contain just as much water as the lake, but the difference is that with a stream, the water is not all in the same place at the same time. A downloaded video is very much so like a lake in that it takes up a lot of space and it takes a long time to move a lake. But streaming video is more like a river in that the video data is continuous and it's rapidly flowing to your browser. Now, I'm going to show you this video right now. It's about what is streaming in regards to Netflix. And I'm going to go ahead and cue this up. I love to explain things from the very beginning. I want you to feel confident and empowered that you understand these topics. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Matt Marengi, and I'm part of the team that builds the user experience here at Netflix. At Netflix, our members stream over 1 billion hours a month of TV shows and movies. With streaming, we can bring you a much different and much better experience than what you get when watching traditional television, downloading a movie, or even playing a DVD. Streaming means that it's entirely on demand and always ready to watch instantly on virtually any device that connects to the internet. No waiting for a huge file to download before you can start watching. No need to tune in at a specific day and time. No more scheduling a recording to make sure you don't miss your favorite show. You simply click and watch what you want, whenever you want, wherever you like. In other words, Netflix streaming puts you in full control. You can even pause, fast forward, or rewind as you see fit. Our streaming technology also makes it really easy to start watching on one device and pick up right where you left off on another device. So give Netflix a try and enjoy your favorite shows and movies entirely on your schedule.
Well, I hope that gave you a little bit of a primer and increase your knowledge and confidence about streaming. There are many ways that you can stream on your TV. The streaming services we're going to talk about are Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and the various programming, including any sports and award shows that you can continue to watch even without cable. Now, people always ask me, well, what's the price difference between streaming and cable? And so typically, on average, the cost is around $100 a month with cable. It's pretty typical. Streaming services cost around anything from $12 to $20 a month. And so when you're really considering cutting the cable, cutting the cord, if you can find the majority of the programs that you like to watch on streaming services, you're going to be in really good shape. Now let's talk about how do you stream. Okay, a couple of requirements right off the bat. You do need to have a very reliable internet connection. And if you're not sure if your internet connection is reliable enough to go without cable, you can go to speedtest.net and test that and check these speeds and see if you're consistently connecting with a high definition connection at around 5 Mbps. Okay, that's what the recommendation is. If you're unable to stream with those speed requirements, what will happen is this. You'll get this buffering icon that will appear on your computer or your TV screen. And yes, it's very annoying. And yes, if you have children, they're going to let you know about that. It can be really frustrating to get this. So you do want to make sure that you are up to speed with your internet connection and that there's no older components in your setup, like an old router or an old modem, because that will cause this buffering to occur. Now, in order to stream, you also need to have a smart TV. And people ask me all the time, well, how do I know if my TV is smart or not? And the dumb TVs, the old TVs, they only display content from an antenna, a cable, or another audio video source. Today's connected world expects something smarter than that. And our smart TVs, any TV that was pretty much made after the year 2012, is going to contain that internet connection, as well as apps like Netflix and Amazon Prime to view that content. Now, if your TV is a little older, maybe it's a little complicated, maybe it just the interface doesn't make any sense to you, there are these streaming media devices like a Roku or Apple TV that are going to help you create an easier interface so that you can access the smart TV apps more easily. One that is just so popular is the Roku streaming stick. The price point is under $50. You literally plug this into the back of your TV in an HDMI port, and most of our TVs have between 2 and 4 HDMI ports on the back. You plug this in, it comes with a remote, and I gotta tell you, so many of my clients love it because of the very simple interface and options that it provides. You may have one of these or received one as a gift. I want to encourage you to open it up, plug it in, and give it a try. You might be really impressed. Now, an alternative to the Roku TV is Apple TV. And if you're a diehard Apple fan and you want to be able to see your photos on your TV, listen to all your music on your TV, you're going to like the Apple TV streaming device. It's a little costly, but it does integrate perfectly with all of your Apple devices. And then if you are an Android user, if you're using a lot of Google apps, then the Google Chromecast is going to be the thing that you want. Now I want to tip you off to something else. Also in the same arena of talking about streaming, we have what's called screen mirroring and screencasting. These terms are pretty much synonymous. What it truly means is that you're going to take whatever's on your phone or your iPad, and you're going to broadcast that to your big screen TV. You can do this by accessing the control panel on your iPhone and looking for the screen mirroring button, and then selecting the TV that you want to cast to. It does take a little bit of getting used to, and it can be a little bit challenging at first, but I want to encourage you to stick with it, especially if you are going to, let's say you're watching a YouTube video, an instructional video, and you want to see it a lot bigger. When you look for this icon that's in the top left corner of the screen image, that is the screen casting icon that you can use in order to project what's on your phone onto your big screen TV. Now, in the past 2 years, I've helped many of you connect your laptop to your TV. You may want to do this so you can watch your church service on your big screen TV, or you may want to even Zoom on your TV. And you can do that by using an HDMI cable. These are available at most stores. Target, Walmart, you'll find one. They're about $20. You can plug it in to the side of your laptop. And then with the same HDMI port we talked about earlier, plug that into the back of your TV. Now I want to answer some FAQs, some frequently asked questions, because they always come up when we're talking about this topic. And people will ask me, do I need a smart TV and a streaming device like a Roku? And the answer is no, you don't, because your smart TV pretty much has all the functionalities of a media streaming device. So ideally, you don't need it. However, if you find that your TV is complicated, you turn it on and that remote, it's hard to find the apps, it's glitchy, you got to click back and forth, then using a streaming device is going to help you. Also, if your TV is older and doesn't have access to apps like Netflix and YouTube and Prime Video, then yes, you're going to want to use a streaming device in order to give you the access that you want to have. Let's now talk about and compare some of the streaming services. They're all around anywhere from $5 a month to $20 a month, just depending on the different level tiers. The granddaddy of streaming services is Netflix. And Netflix, what people really like about it is that it has a very intuitive interface. It knows the things that you like based on your watching history. All the content is in one place. It's kind of a one-stop shop. They're not going to upcharge you for new releases. And I have a lot of people who absolutely love using Netflix. If you are a Prime shopping member, I know I am. I don't think I could have survived the past couple of years without Prime. You also have access to Prime Video. And here there's plenty of original programming, there's tons of movies, there's instant releases, and this has been a really good solution to many entertainment issues in the past couple of years. Now, Hulu is one of the original names in on-demand video services. And if you love your sports and you're missing your sports because you're not using cable, Hulu would be a really good option for you. There's a lot of individual original programming. It's a great cable TV alternative, and there are various pricing tiers. Now I want to introduce you to some free streaming services that you may not have known about. The first one is Hoopla. Hoopla is available as an app that you would download from the App Store or the Google Play Store and input your library card in order to gain access to all the video, the audio, the music, the TV, and movies from your library. And so that is free. And I've used Hoopla for years, especially when I'm trying to see where something is available. Can I get it for free first using my library card on Hoopla? And if not, then I'll use one of my other streaming services. There is another free streaming service. It's called Kanopy, Kanopy, which is also available with your library card in most cities. And Kanopy, like Hoopla, gives you access to a lot of British shows. So if you're a fan of Doc Martin, you're going to want to check out Kanopy. Now, there's a free streaming service called Tubi, Tubi, that has hit movies. You don't need to input a credit card. You don't even need an account. There are some commercials, though. Additionally, you can always check out IMDb TV for those classics that you miss, as well as filmographies. Now, I want to let you know I'm here to help you. You can reach out to me anytime. You can always find me on Facebook as well as on my YouTube channel. I'm a real person and I love getting your emails, so feel free to reach out to me anytime with any questions just like this. I want to thank you for joining me. It is my honor and it is a privilege to serve you. Have a wonderful day.